welcome back to another Contemplative Living. Here we try to talk about concepts to bring contemplation into our everyday lives. And today is our New Year's Eve podcast. So the last one of this year. And we thought it would be appropriate if we talked about finding our way. We live in a world that's very confusing. And Spirit once said to me, walk a different path where there's sufficient awareness. And so that's what we're going to try to do today. We're going to try to bring some awareness into finding our way. So let's get to it.
Welcome. Now creating a life of peace. This is Contemplative Living with David Bennett. Contemplations and reflections to help with spiritual living. This podcast is made possible by dharmatalks.com.
All right. So, we live in a confusing world where we're constantly being pulled this way and that way. And the messaging is just very confusing a lot of times. We're not really sure. So we need to step back, take a breath, so that we can connect and find our own way. And when our energy is overstimulated, it can get stuck and it can keep buzzing around. So this pulsing energy can lead to anxious thoughts and chronic stress. I've heard a lot of that from clients recently, that, the stress of living in this world. And we've all been there. We've all been caught in that whirlwind of restless emotion that seems impossible to calm. It's like having an electric current, coursing through our veins, creating a perpetual state of unease. But what if we could harness that buzzing energy? Imagine channeling that excess energy into creative or physical activities. Transform those anxious thoughts into art or dance, moves that express the depth of our emotion. Rather than being consumed by stress, we can use it, and we can use its intensity as momentum towards something greater. We tend to be very competitive and also very self-critical. So we need to find a way to manage those upsetting kind of feelings. Because those emotions, they pull us down. They pull us away from our actual true nature. So, there's a place for competition. There's a place for it. But there's also, do we need it in everything? No, we don't. And we tend to be, critical because we're comparing ourselves to others. And that's where, again, competition comes in. Instead, let's focus on our heart. Let's focus on, our true nature and try to work from there. Because break free from destructive thought patterns and reconnect to our true nature. There is a way out. There is a way out. And a path toward breaking free from the shackles, self-imposed shackles many times, and rediscovering our own authentic essence. It's time to embark on an inward journey, one that leads us back to ourselves. And when we do that, we're unleashing the power within. And to get there requires courage, intention, and a willingness to challenge those ingrained thoughts that we've imposed upon ourselves that hold us back. It involves peeling away layers of conditioning and reconnecting with the core of who we truly are. Who we truly are unique individuals with incredible potential. Let me say that again. We are unique individuals with incredible potential. And by recognizing the destructive thought patterns that bind us, we begin dismantling them piece by piece. And with each step forward on this quest, we gain clarity about what truly resonates within our hearts, within our being. So, be true to yourself. Be true to yourself and come to know your inner world. To be true to oneself means embracing every facet of who we are without fear and without judgment. It entails listening closely to the whispers of our heart and following the path that resonates most deeply within our essence. You know, when we're discovering our inner world, we have to devote some time, some introspection, and self-reflection. It demands that we peel back layers of conditioning because that's the way we've lived in this society. It's the way that we've learned to exist in the world that we find ourselves in, this confusing world. So, connect with your true nature. Connect with your physical body and your cognitive mind, because they're all linked. Excuse me. What if I told you that connecting with your true nature could be the key to finding balance and happiness? Yeah. Our bodies are vessels for the soul. They hold immense wisdom that often goes unnoticed amidst the noise of our daily lives. Embracing our physicality means not only nourishing ourselves through exercise and proper nutrition, but also exploring new ways to experience pleasure, to experience joy. You know, when was the last time we tried to simply just feel the grass beneath our feet? Equally important, though, is nurturing our cognitive mind, because that's the seat of reason, logic, our creativity, and our intuition. Engaging in activities that are challenging and challenge us intellectually. You know, when we engage in those activities, it keeps our mind sharp while igniting a sense of wonder. We have to remember these elements are interconnected. They influence each other. They influence each other profoundly. And so it's when we align body, mind, and spirit that true fulfillment begins to emerge. A harmony where authenticity thrives effortlessly. Our presence within radiates an ongoing embrace and a loving feeling. When we find that stillness, when we find that peace within us, there's a presence, our true nature. And it embraces us, it empowers us, it imbues us with a loving feeling that we're able to bring into every aspect of what we do and really begin living our life and finding our way. That's what it's all about. We're trying to find our way. So, inner peace emits a sense of our root essential nature. And it allows it to be a part of our path. You know, when I experience inner peace, it feels like a gentle breeze that's flowing through the core of my being. And it reminds me of the root and the connection to my essential nature. That peace helps me stay connected. And it's an elusive state, but it can be found on our path. As we navigate life, inner peace can act as a compass, guiding us towards what truly matters. And embracing tranquility allows us to unravel the layers of stress and anxiety. Stress, anxiety, self-doubt, they often cloud our vision. In peace, we discover a profound sense of connection within ourselves and with everything around us. It whispers softly, "You are enough. You are enough." And in those moments, it becomes evident that true fulfillment lies not in external achievements, but in nurturing our being, our soul. So, in finding our way, we have to first connect to ourselves. We have to be able to step away from the confusion and enter a sense of clarity. And when we do that, we rise above the circumstances so that we can see clearly. You hear me talk about that a lot because that is vital in having an empowered life. Now, I hope you have a wonderful New Year's celebration. If you follow this podcast, I want to thank all of those of you who have been following this podcast. Hoosier, I see you're there online. Thank you. Happy New Year's to you and to everyone out there. If you feel so moved, please subscribe to this podcast channel. And down below in the information, there's actually a place where you can make a donation if you wish. But I hope you have had a good year, and I'm hoping that you have a blessed and wonderful new year. Namaste.
Thank you for listening today to Contemplative Living with David Bennett. Please be sure to subscribe, listen, and share with your friends wherever you listen to your podcasts. You can find us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and the Podbean app. You can find the links to these on David's website, dharmatalks.com, on the Contemplative Living page. Have a blessed week.